In my experience with the Heyl Group, the team and the agents, they worked hard on our behalf.
Working with any new buyer, first of all, so exciting, right? Especially when you're working with a first-time home buyer, someone who's never gone through that experience, and they're really just looking for someone to lead them through every step of the way.
We walk the buyer through everything from the very beginning of searching for a property all the way to being prepared for closing. So the buyer knows what it is that they're about to go through.
A lot of agents that are less experienced and also too that just want to get a deal done. They don't, really, they're not being truthful with their clients in certain situations. And when you're not actually telling somebody the way it's gonna go, and there begins to be that gap between the truth and what's actually happening, it causes huge problems, especially when you got hundreds of thousands of dollars, tied up, into buying a house.
We make them understand that we're a professional. I'm not someone that's just gonna open up doors for you and let you see properties. We start off with a buyer's consultation. The buyer's consultation is important because it gets them educated about the process. Once they're educated, they can make an informed decision and they feel comfortable working with you.
What we found is a lot of real estate agents will just run out and start showing buyers properties and start sending properties back and forth online. And what we've learned is that the best thing to do up front is to have an expectations dialogue.
Showing them we're going to go ahead and plug them directly into a search that's important for what they're looking for. So we're going to look at commutes to their office, commutes to their schools, make sure that they understand these neighborhoods, look at what appreciation is going to be happening over the coming years, and also understand their goals. Because sometimes people are looking to buy a property and stay there for 5 years. Sometimes people are looking to buy a property and it's the last one they're ever going to buy. So those are all things that we take into consideration so that we can be in line with what they're trying to accomplish.
I wasn't living here, but I was able to communicate to him kind of what I wanted, what we wanted, and I felt like he listened to what we wanted.
Once the buyer consultation is completed, our buyers go around with our agents touring homes. They go around and start touring homes and start getting the agents a better idea of what it is that they like, what it is that they need.
Every single one of our agents are trained on how to do a thorough walkthrough on a house, not just say, hey, look at the high ceilings. We're gonna look at the roof, the foundation, the HVAC. We're gonna point those things out to them so they know, here are the big ticket items, here are the things you need to be concerned about, and here's how these things work.
What I find is when I talk to people who had left their realtor and came to work with me, what they missed was communication and information. They just got thrown into a situation they didn't know how to handle it. So I stop at various points of the process and say, are there any other questions? Do you know what's happening next? Again, I can't make them buy a house. I can advise them on it. I can say, here are the facts, let's go from this. And then everybody kind of rests at ease knowing this is where we're at.
He was just very persistent and he made sure that our offer was the most desirable. He told us the qualities that we needed to have to be able to buy the house, and made sure that we were the buyers that won out, even with the competitive nature of it with the other offers. Everybody wanted the house, and they got multiple backup offers and all that stuff, but everything he did to pointed us in the right direction to be able to get the house.
Yeah, I felt like he was taking care of us.